Hey there YouTube, my name is Katie and you're watching my channel Super Console. So yesterday I went to EGX Rezzed, which is like the indie expo for the larger expo of EGX, which has now been moved to Birmingham. But EGX Rezzed is in a tobacco dock in Wapping in London. So it's pretty cool and easy to get to. And it was a really great day. There was lots of indie games, lots of stuff that I hadn't heard of before, lots of stuff that I had heard of and I was really excited to try. So I was hoping to make a top 10 or a top 7 video of all the best games that I played there. But there were so many good ones I couldn't actually narrow it down to 5. So here we are, my top 7 best games of Rezzed. The Flame in the Flood is a survival game made by some of the developers who worked on the likes of BioShock, Halo, Guitar Hero and Rock Band, so you just knew it was going to be good. Funded by Kickstarter, the campaign smashed a lot of stretch goals and is now in great shape, heading to the Xbox One and PC sometime soon. The game is set in a post-societal America where you must struggle to survive, travelling by foot and raft to collect enough resources to stay alive and generally keep out of trouble. It turns out the wilderness is not a friendly place, with creatures stalking you everywhere and the rain being your real arch-nemesis, but at least you always have your trusty hound Aesop by your side. The game has a really cool art style and I loved the rafting sections, even though I kept crashing into every possible obstacle. Inspired by the likes of Cave Story and reminiscent of Fez, Poncho is a 2D platformer set in multiple dimensions. It follows the story of a little robot called Poncho, named because he wears a poncho, who, in a time when humanity is extinct, wants to find his maker. The devs explained that there are no levels in Poncho exactly. You start in the centre of the game and you work your way around the world, going any path you choose, hopefully the right one to find the maker. Poncho has a beautiful pixel art style and a genuinely interesting mechanic, switching between the foreground, middle and back dimensions to overcome obstacles and find treasure. Although there are only 3 layers in the demo I played, I was assured by the devs that in later parts of the game there'll be even more dimensions to jump between, making it a great deal more complex. This one will be out this year on PC, Macs, Linux, PS4, PS Vita and Wii U. Beyond Eyes is an absolutely gorgeous game about a young girl called Ray. Having lost her sight at an early age, she remembers most things about the world from her old watercolour picture books, which inspires her interpretation of what she experiences through her remaining senses, making sound a pivotal part of the game. Her imagination of the world around her is what we see visualised on screen, starting off as a white canvas and slowly developing as we experience more and more. As we can't see what lies ahead either, we share her fear of sudden sounds such as the squawking crows and all that is frightening and unfamiliar. The story follows Ray adventuring into the outside world to find a stray cat she calls Nanny, forcing her to overcome her fears and introducing her to new experiences outside the comfort of her home. From what I've played, Beyond Eyes is not only beautiful but emotional, and really makes you appreciate how frightening life can be for young blind people. You owe it to yourself to give this one a try when it lands on PC. How do you take down a gigantic titan with one solitary arrow? By dying and retrying. Lots. Titan Souls is by no definition an easy game, but a thoroughly enjoyable one, following the story of a young guy's quest to reassemble the shattered parts of the Titan soul in his search for truth and power. You must take down 20 titans by exploiting their hidden weaknesses and mashing that roll button quite a lot. Titan Souls has a serious Shadow of Colossus vibe about it, but that's definitely no bad thing. Once again, the pixel art in this game is astounding and Acid Nerve have done a great job of crafting a challenging and intriguing experience. Titan Souls is out on PC, Mac, Linux, PS4 and Vita this spring, which is a good job as this game is an absolute match made in heaven for the Vita. Who doesn't love a game with cowboys in it? Well, the chaps at Farm and Gnome have gone and taken this one step further and combined a Wild West game with crazy bullet hell mechanics, creating something that can only be described as fast-paced multiplayer perfection. The short bursts of frantic gameplay are incredibly fun, especially when you team up with a big group of friends with an option of up to 8 players in local and online co-op. Selecting one of 11 playable gunslingers, you can mow your way through hordes of bandits and the odd grizzly, wielding the unique skills of each character. It's manic and brimming with style, making a fistful of guns definitely worth your hard-earned cash when it hits PC this spring. At number 2 on my list we have Kaiju Panic, a hybrid strategy come tower defense come squad control game, where you must save citizens from the huge kaiju attacking your town. How do you do this? By building turrets and other weapons to fend off monsters and adding hysterical townsfolk to your party for safety. Mecha Pit have done a fantastic job of creating a bright and colourful art style, which made me fall in love with the game instantly. Kaiju Panic is a joy to play and something which can only really be fully appreciated once you get hands on with it yourself. So do yourself a favour and grab this when it hits Xbox One and PC this year. At the top of my most wanted pile from Rezzed is Not a Hero, the third superb game on this list, brought to us by the guys at Devolver. Not a Hero is from London-based devs Roll7, who you may know from indie skateboarding hit Ollie Ollie. Speaking of which, the sequel of Ollie Ollie, Ollie Ollie 2 Welcome to Ollywood, just released recently. But anyway, Not a Hero is a fantastic indie shooter bursting with style and personality. The story is a bit odd as it's all about an anthropomorphic rabbit and mayor candidate called Bunny Lord, who calls on you to clean up the city during election time, which obviously means scaling tower flats and shooting everyone in sight. Kinda like that film The Raid, but with significantly less martial arts. Like Hotline Miami, it's a pretty bloody 2D game, which sees you ducking behind cover and slide tackling your enemy before popping a bullet in their little pixel head. There are a few characters to choose from with distinct gameplay styles to master. As the Devolver guys mentioned, you can even wield a katana or take down thugs with just your fists. Not a Hero is another indie triumph from both Devolver and Roll7, and its awesome style, thumping music and fun fast-paced shooting has rightfully earned its place as the top game from Rezzed 2015. So that's it for this video on Rezzed. Thank you very much for watching. If I can make a very quick gaming recommendation before you go, if you have a Wii U that's feeling a little bit unloved right now, definitely give Captain Toad a try. It's great fun, real good puzzles, it's beautiful, really bright art style, you know, that we all know and love from Nintendo games. Definitely worth a try. So thanks very much for watching, feel free to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you soon. Bye!